Today we will be analyzing the use of characters within Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse-V. A character is a person who is responsible for the thoughts and actions within a story, poem, or other literature. Characters are central to literature because they create the whole plot. The author uses characters to create mood, among other things, as well in literature. By understanding the character, the reader can understand the deeper meaning within the text. Characters can be dynamic, flat, static, or round. Depending on what the author wants to do with his characters, he can develop them accordingly. What's more important in Slaughterhouse-V is the use of a foil. A foil is a character who contrasts with another character within the story. For example, William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing has two very definitive foils within the play. Beatrice and Hero are cousins who are basically considered royalty within Florence. Hero is quiet, meek, and humble, while Beatrice is rash, quick-witted, and loud. Their contrast creates the entire play for Much Ado About Nothing. This brings us to Slaughterhouse-V. While I've only read 2 chapters, I can already pick out one foil within the book. I do not know if this character is going to be temporary or not due to the time travel, but I do know that he's the complete opposite of our main character. Because this book is a direct reflection of children fighting wars, the main characters are all around the age of 18. World War II is actually fought using the draft. Men were sent to fight as soon as they were 18 years old. Even though they were considered adults at the time, they were still very young. Just mere babies, as one of the characters will come to say. Therefore, when Billy begins describing his predicament with the scouts in Weary, things are put into perspective for the reader. Weary, the gunner, is the same age as Billy, but more rough around the edges. He seems to be the most fitted for war out of the two. He seems to be the biggest tough guy out there. Billy, on the other hand, is still innocent. He isn't cut out for this stuff and originally was just an assistant to someone who was. What irritates me the most is the fact that it's supposed to be a book about how children aren't meant for war. Weary is just completely up for the hardships of war. In fact, I predict that in the near future some life-changing event will show just how unprepared Weary is under his tough guy exterior, who really is just as scared as Billy.